What's going on, guys? My name is Brandon. Today at Taco Vinyl we're going to be talking about a few of our decals and how to apply them and how we recommend applying them. So here is our small universal decal, our 4-wave decal, and then our Pro Grill overlays or inserts. Each one of these is applied a little bit different. Same prep process, but applied differently. I'm going to give you guys a few techniques on good ways to apply them, different places. So we're going to start out with the smallest one. And what you're going to need is, obviously, you can leave your grill on your vehicle. Today we just have it on the table. You're going to need a clean rag. And we recommend getting isopropyl alcohol or like a ceramic prep alcohol, or just basically any alcohol that's going to decontaminate the surface. These grill pieces look best installed in one of these two positions. So if you're from my side on the front, it's going to be this row or the following row is the best place to apply these. So it's where it looks aesthetically best. We are making a grill package that will actually do all of them, but we don't have that out yet because actually each one of these little octagons are slightly different. So okay, so once you get your alcohol, you spray it on your rag, you're gonna end up cleaning the surface pretty dang well. Making sure there's no bugs on there, dirt. Making sure that they're completely dry before you apply. People ask, how do you apply these things without like getting them all stuck on your fingers, getting them all gummed up to make them last the longest? Best way is with a little knife. So what you're gonna do, you come in here, and you're actually gonna take one of these, you peel it up just a little bit, expose an edge, and you're gonna stick it to the knife, like this, just like that, okay? And when you come in here and apply these, you're gonna get it lined up top to bottom. This actually allows you to float them where you need them. Then you're gonna tack one side, pull out just a little bit, and float it over to the other. So that's how you apply those. This style of application is great for all of our Pro Grills, the RAV4 Pro Grills, and any decals that are small like such. I recommend using a blade instead of your finger to apply them. Allows you to move it around, but also keeps your grime off of the back of the sticker. So, cool technique. Next sticker we're gonna be applying is a small universal decal. There's many places I've seen people apply these. We're actually going to apply one. I think I'm gonna put it up here. Some alcohol, spray it on your rag. Like I said, clean the surface really well. And then when you're applying these decals, they can go anywhere. You can put these on your side view mirrors, grills, the bezel around the grill, down below, beds, anywhere. Like the bed of your truck. But then what you're gonna wanna do is, these come with a transfer tape, so they come off, and that way you can keep all your spacing correct with the transfer tape. But typically you wanna follow a pattern. Like for example, this angle right here on the grill comes up at this angle. So if I were to apply it, I'd match that angle or go straight up with maybe this angle. You're gonna want to orientate in a way that's just not placed randomly, okay? Then typically you wanna go thin to thick on the outside. So if I were to apply it over on this side of the grill, I'd probably flop it, right? And then if you typically want to go from light to dark, inner part of the vehicle is light, outer part of the vehicle is dark. Those are just some applying and aesthetic techniques. So what I do here is I'd line it up with how I want it to match with this angle. Right there, that'd be good. Okay. I press down here. Then what you want to do is you want to work your way back with your finger. If you lay it down and there's a wrinkle, the wrinkle's not going to just magically go away. You're going to need to pull it back up, press it. This vinyl is really nice stuff to the point where you can almost crumple up in a ball. Then you can literally pull it apart put a little bit of heat on it, it'll heal itself and you can reapply it. So now that it's applied in a way that I'd like you to grab your X-Acto knife, and then you're just gonna follow this line. Okay. Just like that. You're gonna seal that edge. I definitely use heat on this one. Then down here, same thing. Pull it tight. And I'm using this bottom edge with the knife to create like a solid foundation of where to run the knife. You're gonna want like a fresh blade for a clean cut. You're gonna seal that off, make sure it's pressed onto it. Then you're gonna grab your transfer tape and start to peel this off. So you get an application like this, and then you might get like a little bubble like this. All this is air release. So if you do get a bubble in the middle, don't panic. You can pop a little hole in it, press all the air out, or if it's small enough like this, even if it's in the middle, you can press on it. The air will actually come out of the vinyl and release. So now you got a style like this on the grill, which looks pretty freaking sweet. Okay, this is our new scheme that we just came out with. It's called Heritage Scheme, and then this one that I'm about to apply is our classic color scheme. So I'm gonna apply that over on this side of the grill. Once again, prep the surface. Make sure that there's no bugs, dirt, debris, or anything on the surface on which you're applying it. Clean up your workspace. Cool. So now that we're here, this decal, I want the dark part on the outside of the vehicle. Some people like to put it like this, all personal preference. I'm gonna try to mimic this angle with this. I think that would look good together on the passenger side. So if you notice that when you're peeling stuff off, things aren't sticking to the transfer tape, press it back, add a little bit of heat to it. And then if you have like a squeegee or even like an ID card, you can take it, press it back on to make sure that that transfer tape is sticking to the decal before you apply it. That way when you peel it away, it stays on the transfer tape and stays in the same pattern. Then what I do is on here, depending on where you want, I'd make some measurements, add some tape. For such a small area, it's not too important. I'd get above it. This is actually a very similar width decal as the actual spot. So I'll roughly lay it down, see how I like it. Then when you apply it, you want to press in the middle first so you don't get bubbles, and then you want to work your way out. And then if you do have like a vinyl squeegee, you can squeegee it on there, make sure it's all pressed, or you can just use your finger. I've also used like a rag like this with a good amount of pressure, just so that the adhesive applies and sticks. And then you can take this off. And when you peel off your transfer tape, you don't want to peel up. You actually want to peel parallel. It allows it to break away easier and not peel up your decals. And once you get those down, press them down again. And then if you do have a heat gun of such, I'd add a little bit of heat. What that does is it's going to heat treat it, make sure that the vinyl gets up to 185 degrees, which is the ideal activation heat for the vinyl. It's not always necessary, but with small decals like this where they can be peeled up, or if you're going through car washes, I highly recommend it. 185. So those are some of the applying techniques. It's the same with all of them, just in different areas. For smaller things, for cutting edges, I definitely use this. They also make some with like rounded edges right here, so you don't scratch your paint or scuff the edges when you're running it along. But with any of our decals, they're all made of cast material, and the difference between cast and calendared is what you're comparing is cast doesn't shrink with heat. It's gonna last longer. Calendars is a cheaper adhesive, so some people will come to us, why are your decals so expensive, or you're more expensive than your competitors? Because sometimes our competitors use calendared stuff. So in comparison, you can buy, let's say, a roll of calendar that's $200. In cast is gonna cost $600 to $800. So it's almost triple the cost, but it's a better quality vinyl. It's gonna last longer, and it's fantastic for vehicles. So that's all we print on. We don't even offer anything in calendared that we sell. So you're buying a quality product that's gonna last long and look fantastic on your vehicle. Cool guys, so in closing, we love your guys' business, especially those that are running all of our decals. Like, thanks for shouting us out. We love it. We try to only sell the top tier vinyl that's offered on the market. That's why they're not the cheapest. We know they will last a really long time when you apply them. You do pay for what you get for. So if you have any questions, shoot us a call at 208-697-4555, or just shoot us an email at support@talkvinyl.com. We're not always active on YouTube, so leave comments if you want, but if you really want to get a hold of us, shoot us an email. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.